Hey.
Dum
so
dum.
This, oh, so this is Lemon Squares 3, and I wanted to show you guys what they look like when they come out of the oven. Hopefully Chris can get that. You see it's really dry on top, and there's, I don't know how to describe it, but it's not gooey or anything, and it has just like a dry consistency over the top. And so I'm going to pull these out. That's why it's nice to use the parchment. And you can leave these overnight before you cut them if you want. I'm just kind of wanted to get to the end of it to show you guys how they ended up being. I did notice that I had some seepage, and I can tell that on the side here. See how it went down, which means it then went underneath the crust. But I mean, that's okay. It's not like they taste bad, but it just happened. So you want to take the paper off. It's always a little tricky. I'm going to grab a spatula. And this way I know nothing's sticking. And then you kind of just pull that out. You see you have your nice square. And so then I'm going to cut these first before I put my powdered sugar on. Here's my massive knife, which I love. It's awesome because it has a handle up here so I can hold it like this. These are pizza knives actually. But when you're doing a big square of something, it's great because you can go straight through the whole thing. And a tip that I probably won't be doing today, but if you're cutting something with a long knife like this, you want to wipe your knife off in between each cut. And that's how you're going to continue to get clean cuts. Whenever I do my peanut butter brownie bites, for example, because of the ganache and the peanut butter sticks to the knife, I always clean with a very hot towel in between each swipe. So it ends up taking a while to cut them, but you get nice clean cuts. Anyway, so this size, and I'm just kind of eyeballing. I'm going to go in the middle, down. I think I'm going to do 4 there. And you'll notice under my cutting board, I have a wet paper towel. I'll look this up so you can see. And that way, that helps keep your paper, your cutting board without, so it doesn't move. So that's a good tip, so that if you're cutting something especially, that you don't want your cutting board to move, because if it slides and your knife slides, you can really get hurt. So it's always a good idea to put a wet paper towel or a wet towel underneath your cutting board so that it's stable. So now again, I'm going to go down the middle. I'm going to do one here and one here. So they're not perfect, but we got, what, 4 by 4? 16? So we got 16 pieces. That, I guess, is Chris's piece. He wants that, but we got to do the powdered sugar first. Excuse my powdered sugar bag that I have, but I just constantly add to it. And so I'm just taking, again, my little sieve. You can just sprinkle powdered sugar on whatever you have. This is really nice to have for something like this. And so we're just gonna tappa on top. And you see Chris is already reaching for his piece. And he's eating, chewing on camera. I hope that's not bothering anybody. And you can do a good coverage of the powdered sugar because as they go in the fridge, they're going to absorb some of this powdered sugar. So Chris, what do you think?
Yum yum.
How they taste? They taste all right?
Yeah, very good.
Do they have a good tartness to them? Do they taste lemony?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, great. Okay, well that's it. We could see, let me see. So the crust is a little darker than we wanted. I think what I realized I did was, I think this is a 9 inch square baking pan instead of an 8-inch square baking pan. And that
Oopsie
would matter when your timing of the baking. But you see, you could still make them in a 9-inch pan. I just should have adjusted my time on the crust to lessen it probably by 5 minutes. But that's okay. Do they taste bad? Do they taste burnt?
No.
Anything?
They taste good.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, thanks again for always watching. I hope you're enjoying these and getting some tips out of them. And always let me know if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions of things you want me to make. I'd be happy to do it. So thanks again. Take care out there.
What are we making next week?
Next week I'll be making Oreo biscotti. One of Chris's favorites. It's really good. He's going to get another one. I gotta smack his hand away. Alright guys, thank you. Be safe, take care, be well.
You're gonna smack it?
Enjoy.
Oh, there we go. Bye, everybody.
Bye.